Hello everyone, welcome to another new vlog. It's a programming vlog, and today we will learn what are classes in object oriented programming. And in classes, we will dig down in access modifiers. Okay, so let's get started. First, we will create our new project. We will select console application, go. We will select C++ language as a programming language, and our project title would be access modifiers. Here we have our main.cpp file, in which we will include some header files like basic header files like include conio.h, include std standardlib.h, include string. Okay, first we will create a simple class like we want to create student record class, in which class we will have some students records like id, student first name, second name, and so on. So here we are in main.cpp. First we will initialize our main class. The class name would be student record. Private integer id, string first name, string last name, and one more thing, string subject. Okay, this variable private means this is the access modifier. And in object-oriented programming, it is also called data encapsulation or information hiding. And then we will define some public functions. We use public access modifier so that when we create an object of this class, we cannot access id, fname, lname, and subject from the main function. We will create, or we will just update these functions by calling some public methods. So those public methods are, first method is set data. It will take the input value from user and initialize our private variables id, first name, last name, and subject by these values. These values are integer id, string fn, string ln, and string subject. Okay, now we will assign these user input values in our private variables like id is initialized with id, fname is initialized with fn, lname will be initialized with ln, and in the end subject initialized with subj. Okay, so this is the function, this is the public function. This will be accessed in our main function, and through this function we will initialize these encapsulated or private values like id, fname, lname, and subject through this function set data. So right now we have defined the function set data, which will set the values. But what will happen when we want to read these values, like id, fname, lname, and etc. So to get these values or print these values, we will create get data function. This function will display the private values in main function. Like first we will use NL for next line, \t for tab space, and first will be student ID, that is equal to ID. The next would be student fname, that will be fname, and then student last name, and in the end we will have subject. Okay, now we have encapsulated data or private data that is hidden in our class under the umbrella of private access modifier, and then we have public functions to initialize these private variables, and if we want to get or display these variable, for this purpose we have get data function. Okay, let's create an object of this class in main function. Okay, our class name is student record. We create obj object of this class. First we will insert the value with set underscore data function. First is ID, ID1, first name, Adam, second name, Smith, and lastly subject is engineering. Okay, so with this function we set the data or initialize the hidden variables in our class, and then we will get the values of that function by calling get data function. Simple. We will use get character to halt the program or pause the program, otherwise it will blink and suddenly everything will be disappeared. So now we will execute the program and see what we will get. So you can see we will get student ID 1, first name Adam, last name Smith, and student subject is engineering. Okay, then we will create some other hypothetical situation. We will get student first name, last name, and subject from the user as an input, and then store in our set function, and then receive by uh, through get data function. Okay, let's start this example. Okay, first we define integer id, string fn, string ln, and subject. Enter student id, cin id, then we will add student first name. We will use getS to get value in string, lname, and then subject ln, and now we will have four values that was asked by the user to enter these values in id, fn, ln, and subject, and we will pass these values to our set data function. Okay, start with it: id, fn, ln, and subject. Okay, for our convenience we will write now we are calling get data function. Okay, first enter student id, that can be 1 to 1, first name Adam, second name Smith, and subject arts. So when we press enter, it will show now we are calling get data, student ID this, f name, last name, subject. So guys, this is it for today, and today we have learned access modifiers, and the base topic was object oriented programming. Please like, subscribe our channel, learn to code now, and please tell us what you want to know more about this topic in comment sections, and thank you so much.